You won't believe what's going on at Yellowstone National Park. Hundreds of thousands of bears were seen blocking the entrance to Yellowstone National Park, and it's got people wondering what the hell is really going on. If they're
Let's freaking go, y'all. Welcome back to Unreal Reality, guys. Today, I'll be reacting to shocking and creepy TikToks that will keep you up at night. If y'all are new here, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button so this video gets recommended to others. And with that out of the way, let's jump right into it, y'all.
This guy claims he made it to Point Nemo, and if he's telling the truth, then he just sealed his own fate without even realizing it. And not because of sharks or anything like that. Quite the opposite, actually. There's almost nothing where he is, but rather because Point Nemo is quite literally the most remote location on Earth. So remote that barely any marine life can survive there. So remote that the closest human to you when you're there is Scott Kelly on the ISS. So remote that when we deorbit a satellite, we always crash it there to make sure it never hits anyone. And if you think you can just swim your way out, know that the nearest land is an almost uninhabited island over 1,600 miles away. And you're as good as dead, because if you're there, not only are you far from everything, but you're in a place so unreachable that even ships and planes, despite being in a rush to get from there to there, would still rather take a detour through the islands just in case of an emergency. Because it's not just the most isolated place on Earth, it's also one of the most extreme in terms of weather conditions. And of course, you have no signal. So even if you somehow managed to keep your phone intact and knew your exact coordinates, you still wouldn't be able to send them. And in that case, this guy is full of it. Because Point Nemo isn't a beacon you can even try to land on. No, it's a flag marking the fact that you've reached a place you'll never return from.
And what are we supposed to believe? He just swam his way out there? Or let me guess, he took a water taxi through the 40-foot waves, I'm guessing, right? And if it's so remote, how is he posting? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, guys.
wow.
Bring the drums in.
Oh, hell no. Listen, guys, I love filming things and being, you know, the man behind the camera, but when the cameraman needs his own stunt man, that's where I draw the line, guys. No, thank you.
Today, we have just witnessed history because for the first time ever, humans have entered an orbit that takes them over both Earth's poles. And no, this is not April Fools. For context, this has never been done before because most of the time humans go up in a rocket, they stay in low inclination orbits. That's the level where the International Space Station sits and the two poor astronauts got stranded. Polar orbits, however, like this one, go much further out into space, roughly where satellites orbit. So while yes, we've had satellites going over the Earth's poles before, actual humans never have, because it's a much more complex and fuel-intensive mission. So you might be wondering, why now? And that's where things get even crazier. A crypto billionaire named Mr. Wang paid SpaceX an undisclosed amount of money, and in return, they sent him up there with a couple of other people because why not? And now he's got a 3 to 5 day space trip passing over the North and South Poles multiple times a day. So the question is, money well spent or well wasted?
So what are we thinking, guys? What's the over-under on what Mr. Wang just paid to be a human test monkey shot into space? What are we thinking, guys? Comment down below how much you think he just paid for this extravagant trip of a lifetime.
Something straight out of a horror movie. Listen to this. A Kansas sheriff's office says a child told the babysitter there was a monster under the bed. When she tried to show the kid that there was nothing wrong, she ended up face to face with a man hiding underneath the bed. The babysitter and the man then got into some sort of an altercation. and he got away. Police identified the suspect, though, as somebody who used to live at that house. He'd been ordered to stay away from the property. Deputies later captured him, now being held on a $500,000 bond.
The way I would shit my pants, guys. This is absolutely terrifying. I don't know. This might be scarier than finding an actual monster under the bed. Can you imagine if she hadn't looked? Might be an entirely different headline if that was the case, guys.
เอาที่ออกได้เอาที่ออกได้ถ้าออกไม่ได้ต้องรออุปกรณ์ได้รออุปกรณ์ก่อนคนมาแล้วคนมาแล้ว
Scientists have unearthed a new species of dinosaur in the Gobi Desert of Mongolia and unveiled their findings in the journal iScience. The dino, known as Duonicus, lived roughly 95 million years ago and sported a pair of fearsome foot-long claws, the largest ever found fully preserved. But the 10-foot-tall, 500-pound dinosaur was actually not a predator. It used its long claws and long neck to reach for vegetation, though experts say the species could defend itself with those sharp talons when necessary.
Yeah. I know she said it wasn't a predator, but there's no way on earth you can convince me that a 10-foot-tall, 500-pound dinosaur with foot-long claws wasn't a predator. I don't care what she said, guys. I'm not buying it.
Are you filming?
He got stuck.
Are you filming?
Yeah. He got stuck. Oh wow, he's getting out. That's very impressive. I'm sorry, but that's super impressive. He lost his Cybertruck. What is wrong with this guy? Somebody grab a cord and pull him before he gets all the way down there.
Hey, we're not getting too close, are we?
Wow, look, he got it. Keep going this way. Why are you going that way? Oh, God. This is super, like...
Is he trying to prove a point?
My anxiety level right now is,
And what is this idiot doing?
that is super impressive.
Listen, guys, say what you want about Elon Musk. Love him or hate him, that Cybertruck is freaking impressive. Butt-ass ugly as sin, but super impressive, to say the least, guys.
Give it. Give it. Give it. Give it to me. Me.
Oh, eat your heart out, Michael Jordan. Somebody better get this man in the NBA or in the Olympics like ASAP. And he must have created some type of a viral trend because this next clip wanted to give it a shot too, guys. Let's see what he got.
Give it. Give it. Give it. Give.
All right, let's try this one out. No, it's not AI. Yes, it's 100% real. Yes, it is cute AF. And yes, I do. It's called a sugar glider. You're welcome. I don't care what you say, and I don't care what you think. That might have been one of the creepiest things I think I've ever seen in my entire life. It's almost like he knew that we were watching him. Super weird, guys.
Unexplainable quote appears in Phuket, Thailand beach resort before the 7.7 magnitude earthquake arrived. People who were staying in the hotel, looking at the balcony, noticed this. Now, could this be the sign of what happened on Friday? Here it comes.
Well, there's something you don't see every day, guys. And you know what? I think I'd be more impressed if they would have showed this before the earthquake actually happened. You know what I'm saying, guys? Oh, that's crazy, guys. You see all that water coming off the top of the building? That's a pool up there. And as you can see, some of these people are just like unfazed. My man's swimming thinking he's in a wave pool. This one up here is suntanning like nothing's going on. What is wrong with these people? There is an earthquake happening right below you.
Vamos a llamar. Buenas. Hola. Bueno, deben de estar durmiendo, la verdad, entonces mejor me voy.
This is going to blow your mind. When you look at this picture, what do you see? Is the cat going upstairs or is the cat going downstairs? See below for the answer. This is going to tell you a lot about your personality.
So, what are we thinking, guys? Let's do it like this. Supposedly, this is supposed to tell what type of personality you have. What did you see? If you saw the cat going up the steps, throw a 1 in the chat. And if you saw a cat going down the steps, throw a 2 in the chat. Let's see if we can figure out what our personality is as an entire group as a whole, guys.
There was a bizarre sight on an 8th night of protests in Turkey. Among the demonstrators on the street in Antalya, Pikachu, the Pokemon character, was spotted running from Turkish police along with dozens of others. Thousands have already been arrested in the week-long protests to voice their opposition to the arrest of Istanbul Mayor Ekrem İmamoğlu.
Damn! Yo, Pikachu was out! I think that Pikachu was running faster than everyone out there. One day, historians are gonna look back at our timeline and think of us as like a complete joke. Watch.
The following recording was captured at a funeral home and was saved to their CCTV system. It depicts their night security guard making his rounds in the building as he does nightly, several times an hour. He says that he didn't see anything out of the ordinary that night except for the fact that one room felt colder than the others. Lucky for us, it is the same room caught on tape in this video. As they checked the footage the next morning, they saw something bone-chilling. Watch what happens. A boy seems to materialize out of thin air and follow the guard into the other room. A bit later in the video, we see him disappear back into the same corner he mysteriously appeared from. Is it possible their CCTV cameras captured a spirit of a boy that night?
Never mind the paranormal little spirit boy. Did y'all see all those orbs floating around? I don't know what to tell you guys. I think those orbs are creepier and scarier than the little ghost boy. And can I tell you, there is no amount of money that you could offer me that would get me to work in a funeral home. Ever. So, there's that. Yo, that is crazy. Talk about turning nothing into something.
So I came to my room to discover the ocean is missing. It was definitely here last night. It was definitely right here. Look, you can see where it used to be. That's the like the barriers, the buoys. And yeah, it was definitely here last night. So if anyone wants to just let me know where the ocean went, that'd be much appreciated.
You hear all those people yelling in the back? Listen, guys, quick PSA. If your normal low tide doesn't typically look like this, run. Like, fast. You can thank me later.
Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure these salt mines are dead giants. Y'all cannot tell me these salt mines are not dead giants. Bruh, this looks like chunks of meat. Are y'all kidding me right now? This looks like bacon or pork chops. But this is salt from the mine. This looks like blood. Look at it. Look! This looks like the inside of a body. Look at it. Look at it. Bro, they're all just petrified bodies from giants. Look at the resemblance if it started to become petrified over time. Look at it! Look at this one. This one looks like a woman. Look! Look! They all over the world. Humanoid-looking entities that are in the shape of mountains and islands and caves. Just look at this one. This is the original image. This is what it originally looks like. But then when you flip it to the side, it looked like a body. Look! You think it's stopping humanoids? Nope. This is like a big-ass snake, a big-ass petrified snake. It still got the scales. They call this Gorilla Island. Bruh, look at that big-ass gorilla. Look! Look at it. It's all over the world. Look at that elephant. Look at that turtle. Oh my God. This world is a lie. The whole thing is a lie.
How about no?
Please scan your passport page with your picture.
Talk about nightmare fuel. I would have turned my ass around right the fuck there, walked right out the front door, and found my ass a new hotel room with some human beings to check me in at. period.
You won't believe what's going on at Yellowstone National Park. Hundreds of thousands of bears were seen blocking the entrance to Yellowstone National Park, and it's got people wondering what the hell is really going on. If there's no reports of them acting aggressive or attacking anybody, they're just lying there still, silent, like they're almost waiting for something. Some are reporting this is a migration event, while others are claiming that this has never even happened before, like ever. While conspiracy forums are claiming this is something completely different, like a sign, or even worse, a warning that something big is about to happen. As we all know, animals can sense things we can't, and I'm almost wondering, is this a sign that the Yellowstone National Park volcano is about to erupt? In case some of you don't know, this thing hasn't erupted in over 70,000 years, and if it did, it would be catastrophic. So yeah, I have no idea what's going on. Let me know in the comments what you think, and follow for more news like this.
Oh, those bears aren't just there by chance or by accident. They 100% either know or feel something is coming, guys. Unless they don't, and this is all just AI generated. I can't tell. Comment down below if you think this is real or fake.
Well, it seems like today someone has finally made their way down the shafts that were found under the pyramids in Egypt. Clutch your pearls, girls, because now you're telling me that as of today, Dr. and archaeologist Rami, I'm not even going to try to say his last name because I don't want to be disrespectful to the Egyptian culture, is the first human being to make his way to the bottom of the shafts underneath the pyramid and has reported back what he found in the chamber at the bottom. And it is mind-blowing. Now, like always, take what you will, leave what you won't. I have purposely not talked about this topic yet because I like to have my facts backed. But as of today, allegedly, archaeologist Rami, I'm not going to try the name again, has made his way to the bottom, and what he found there was perfect blue like water chambers, I guess is what I'm referring to them as, with the most beautiful blue color water that he's ever seen in his life, with preserved humanoid body-like creatures in the water, with, as he describes, the most crystal clear blue color in their eyes that he has ever seen. Now, once again, anything we talk about is for conversation, learning, entertainment purposes only, but have you heard this? Because I've now read 10 different reports and seen multiple videos all over social media, all over the different forums, and they're all claiming the exact same thing. So tell me, have you heard this? Because this is going to shake up history and the truth of our world like nothing else. So let's have this conversation today because I want to know if more people know about this. So drop it in the comments.
Yeah, okay. So what, we're just supposed to believe this guy, take his word for it at face value? Because his trust me bro as a source isn't really working out too well for him lately, guys. I tried looking for these so-called videos and they are nowhere to be found. They don't exist. They're not out there. And you can't convince me that we sent humans down those cylinders without like GoPros strapped to helmets or entire camera crews to document this insane historical event. So there's that, guys.
Did you know that I could probably watch your home cameras right now? Anything you own with a camera, I can watch it. That includes phones, PlayStations, baby monitors, cameras inside the house, outside the house. Some cars have cameras inside. I can watch all of them. You want to know how? You're going to go to a website called Within that website, you can search your IP address. Any camera that you have has an IP address. You can search it in that website to see what people are seeing. Here's the thing. If you have not specifically protected those devices, anybody can watch them. My other page, Megan Michael 44, I have different notification. I have different tips and tricks on how to protect those devices. You're gonna want to head over there and look. This is my second account. I will go through tips and tricks on the internet, how to protect all of your devices, how to stay safe, and how to find additional information about people on the internet. I love you guys so much. Drink your water. I'll talk to you later.
I don't get it, guys. If she cares so much about your safety, then why did I have to physically blur out that website as she very obviously left on the screen? She'll have you believe that she is so worried about you. She's so worried about your safety and she really wants to help. Then why'd you leave the website clear as day on the screen? Because so if your neighborhood scammer didn't have the site, they do now.
These are the photos that NASA chose to send to aliens. They're riding on the first spacecrafts to leave our solar system, Voyager 1 and 2, which are now way out into interstellar space, carrying these golden records with these images on them. They show our home and where in the universe we're located. They show how we do math and how we define things like time and distance. They show what humans are, from the makeup of our DNA to how we reproduce and grow and age to how we eat and drink. They show what we do. They show where we live and what we've built and discovered. It's a message about us, hurtling 17 kilometers per second through space between stars so that maybe one day someone might find it. If you need more optimistic science and tech stories, follow along.
Sure, because why wouldn't we give them our deepest and darkest secrets, along with GPS coordinates on exactly how and where to find us? Like, what are we doing here, guys? There was once a movie where they shot one of these time capsules into space, and like, I don't know, decades later, the aliens found it and took it as like a declaration of intergalactic war. So, hopefully that doesn't happen this time, guys.
In Australia, a stop sign made of water was developed. So because some truck drivers didn't respect the regular warning signs, which caused them to have incidents, they created a curtain of water into which stop is projected, making an illusion of a solid wall that deploys when the sensors detect a truck that can't fit into a tunnel.
Yo, my guy just took Isaac Newton's laws of motion and physics and just shat all over them. He must have had 99 missed calls from Red Bull alone before making it to the top of that mountain, guys. Crazy.
His plan was simple: travel from England to France in a human-sized bubble across the English Channel. He packed his essentials: an oxygen tank, a compass, protein bars, water, and snacks. With his camera rolling and gear strapped tight, he sprinted into the sea ready for the challenge. The waves battered him, but once past the breakers, the current pulled him into open water. Hours passed and the coastline disappeared. Hungry, he reached for a protein bar. A mistake. Intense stomach pain hit and exhaustion followed. He drifted off inside the bubble. When he woke, he had washed ashore. Dizzy, barefoot, and phoneless, he left it behind to avoid water damage. He crawled out convinced he had made it to France. He wandered the unfamiliar beach until he saw a sign. But the sign wasn't in French. He had landed somewhere entirely different.
No. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No. No. No. No. No. No. Hell no. No. No. I refuse. No. No.
Nothing about the axolotl makes any sense. First off, those pink things on its head are gills, so it can breathe underwater. But it can also take in oxygen through its skin, because its skin acts like lungs. That doesn't make any sense. On top of that, it can also regenerate its limbs. And it's not like normal regeneration. They can regenerate everything. We're talking legs, eyes, gills, pieces of its brain, and it can regenerate multiple times. It's basically indestructible. And here's the best part. When they can't find food, they'll just go cannibalistic and eat the limbs of their family and friends. But they do this knowing that those limbs will regenerate. It's kind of like an infinite food glitch. I can't tell if that's evil or genius. All I know is I'm slightly jealous.
Yeah, so for everyone running to Google to find out if this is real or fake, let me save you a little bit of time and energy. This is 100% a real thing, okay? And if this isn't where they got the concept for Pokemon from, I don't know where they did, guys. The only issue that I am having is I don't know what's cuter, this guy or the sugar glider from earlier in the video. What do you think, guys?
So Morgan Wallen just abruptly left SNL. He left the SNL set. He was supposed to be performing. It was supposed to be a promo for his new album. And then he posted, not long thereafter, a photo of him back on the private jet. And he said, "Get me back to God's country." And people are outraged about this, saying that he's ungrateful and that how dare he do that? Like, they gave him the space to promote his album. And I just want to ask, Can you guys look at the other side of things? Like, get me back to God's country. Maybe he saw something that he did not want to see. And if you have a problem with him leaving, if you are one of those people thinking, oh, this is so ungrateful, my question to you would be, did you not see Lady Gaga's skit on SNL? Did you not see that? Because Morgan Wallen posting "Get Me Back to God's Country" makes a whole lot more sense after seeing that skit. Number one, it wasn't funny at all. There was nothing funny about it. And number two, it was very unacceptable. It was very dark. The symbolism is showing that there's no denying it. There's no hiding it. They try to put it right out there in your face. They are as clear about it as they could possibly be. It was literally the topic for the skit. It was the topic. The topic. It wasn't even inferred. So yeah, sorry, Team Morgan for me, because you couldn't bring me 10 feet near those people that find humor in that. It's not funny, it's not cute, it's not acceptable, and it's certainly not of God. Which is fine, like if that's not your thing, like that's your prerogative. However, those of us whose prerogative it is, we want nothing to do with it.
Sorry guys, he owes SNL nothing. That Lady Gaga skit from a couple weeks ago was 100% demonic and satanic. And if you ask me, he made the right decision just walking off the set. That's all I got this week, guys. Leave us a comment, let us know your thoughts, smash that like and subscribe button, and we will see you on the next one. Peace.